What's up, chat? How y'all doing today? So we're gonna be talking about this Malik Beasley situation. So wait till we get a couple people in here and stuff, talk about that. But obviously, this is no good for the NBA as a whole, no good for the Players Association, no good whatsoever. So try it now. Okay, so let's get some people up in here. Let's talk about Malik Beasley, what they got going on, the NBA, just all kind of stuff. Let's see what we got. No online viewers yet. Hey man, so we talking about this Malik Beasley situation. Uh, TikTok said, "What the fuck is this? Is this me? People sending stuff to me. I don't see nothing. What's this? Shit, man. Where the fuck is my people at? Come on in, come on in. Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. Malik Beasley, we gonna be talking about tonight. Malik, not Malik, Malik. You know, I'll be saying Malik, leak. Yeah, something like that. So let's just go and get them on in. Shit, let me see if I can. Shit, if I can start my own, watch my own shit. Come on. So we're gonna be talking about this Malik Beasley situation. What's up, type? Appreciate you for coming through. So basically, this guy is being accused of gambling on basketball, which I think people been doing it for years. Like I think Michael Jordan was gambling on games, not gambling against himself, but gambling like I'm gonna go out there and score 40 tonight. I'm gonna go out there and score 50 tonight. You know, I'm gonna go score 30. I'm gonna shut this team down. I'm gonna win. But Malik Beasley is the federal investigation, so they got something. Something is saying like, hey, I think this guy did something. And the only question they talking about this FanDuel, they talking about prize picks, they talking about what's the other one? Underdog. He can't be the only one. You can't bet against yourself as a single bet. You have to parlay it with somebody else. So if you parlay it with somebody else, that means somebody else is in on it. You got to have one or two people in on it for you to hit. So that's what I'm saying right now. I think they're doing this parlaying and stuff like that. But do I got anybody watching? So I think it's about to be a big scandal. And if he's betting on his points or his rebounds, he got to be betting on other stuff. And a lot of these guys, they never heard no in their life. They're making 53 million, win, lose, or draw. So they're trying to up the ante, trying to get some kind of excitement going on. But this is about to be a big scandal because, like I said, you can't just be the only one betting on yourself. You have to have somebody else in on it. No names, no names. Let's just say Malik Beasley and just this is not true. No, it's just made up. But let's say Anthony Davis was in on it. He got to have Anthony Davis. Hey, yo, you don't get 13 rebounds. I don't get 8 rebounds. We bet $5,000. We didn't double to 25,000 for the night, plus whatever we make. It ain't the playoffs. So that's what they. I think that's what's going on and stuff like that. Because I remember I had one time I had Anthony Davis. He had like 4 minutes in the third quarter, in the whole fourth quarter to get 1 point, 1 rebound, or 1 assist. Never even got it. I mean, it was crazy. It was the craziest thing. It was the craziest thing. So let's take a look at what some of these people are saying about this situation. So, Bam. Okay, so I got this right here.
Malik Beasley has allegedly been betting on NBA games. Here's what people believe that proves it. In a game versus the Clippers when Beasley was on the T-Wolves, Clips were up 9 with 5 seconds left. Beasley decides to sprint down the court, cutting the lead to 7 with seconds left. The spread of this game was 8.5. Next, it doesn't help in April of this year, Beasley tweeted out from his own account, quote, "Ant, you got to get 7 threes to beat me tonight." Why in the world would an NBA player tweet this out before a game? Or when Giannis blocked a Beasley shot in the final second of a game that was over. He was mad at Giannis for no reason. Did this ruin his parlay? And remember the last play of the season for Beasley versus the Knicks? Beasley misses an easy pass from Cunningham to possibly tie the game. It's so suspicious now. Beasley has made over $53 million in his career. Why does he need to gamble? So do you think he was betting on games, or is this all just a coincidence? Malik?
Okay, so that's another thing like that. Like, you making so much money, you can't possibly sit there and try to bet $1 million on yourself. That's red flag number one. So I can't see them betting over 5,000. Like, who's this guy betting 5,000? You know, they ask for your ID and everything. Okay, this ID is tied to, oh, this is his cousin? Oh, he hangs out with this guy? So a lot of stuff is going on with this stuff like this in this situation. But, you know, thank you guys for coming over in. Appreciate it. I don't know why I ain't got no viewers. Where my viewers at? Go live for 10 minutes. This live. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go live, baby. Okay. So that's the one thing. Remember, there was a guy, Porter brother. He got kicked out the league for life because he was gambling on the games. And then there was some college kids. Let me see. Let's see if I can find these college kids. There was some college kids. They were betting, like they said something. They said it was something ridiculous. Like they had like 35,000 bets over the course of the season, which comes out to like 300 bets per day. Like per day. That's insane. Even if you win, lose per day, that's it. That's insane. Hold up. College football gambling scandal. And it was like some kind of small school too. Okay. Damn. College football coaches punish 100K betting scandal raging on their own school. Never heard about that. Which is really weird because like boxing, Floyd Mayweather has bet on himself to go win fights or knock people out in a particular round. Um, Golf, you can probably bet on yourself to win, but in um, football, basketball, baseball, strictly forbidden. So, who was it was some small school. What was a small school at? Let's see what this
More information has emerged from the college sports betting scandals and the details.
Wait, where my what's name at? Hold up. Where my shit go? Hold up. Gotta add this source. Damn. My window. Oh, there we go. There we go. Never mind. Here we go.
Are wild. The biggest name involved is Iowa State quarterback Hunter Deckers, who is expected to.
So let me start over, but I do remember. I think this is Iowa State because that's kind of what I remember. Okay, so let's go back up.
Former LSU and current.
More information has emerged from the college sports betting scandals, and the details are wild. The biggest name involved is Iowa State quarterback Hunter Deckers, who is expected to start this season. He placed 366 online wagers totaling over $2,800, and he was even caught on a video on Snapchat telling another student, "Don't post that. This is technically illegal." But it gets even crazier than that. Iowa's kicker Aaron Blom has been charged with tampering with records after he placed 170 bets totaling over $4,000, including a bet on the Iowa State rivalry game in 2021. That game finished with a final score of 27-17, 1 point under the line for the game. It remains to be seen what will happen here, but all the players involved are likely to lose their eligibility permanently. Insane.
Yeah. So that's what's going on. there's people getting stuff in their head like, yo, this is free money. I can't do it, but let me tell such and such to do this. Hey, don't do it. We're going to still win the game, and we're not going to cover. Or, hey, we're going to lose this game anyway. Instead of losing by 15, we're just going to get blown out. So that's a lot of things that I believe is going on and things like that of that nature. Go live for at least 25 minutes with this live, 38%. Go live for at least one day this week. Yeah, I'm trying to get live. How many viewers? Like I got 4 total views. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start somewhere. You gotta start somewhere. I show Speed said he had like 1 viewer for 1 week, and then the next week he had like 2 viewers and 3 viewers there. I say he just had viewers. He just had viewers. So I really appreciate that. Got no fans, no likes, no comments, no viewers. Yeah, what it is, what it is. Well, but we're gonna keep going. Right now we're 11 minutes in, so that's things like that. And let me find out it was Porter. It was Porter. So this stuff is gonna keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger, especially with the leagues pushing this. Like, hey, you have to sign up for gambling, do this for gambling, this for gambling. Mark Cuban just sold his team to the Las Vegas Sands, which is the Venetian Hotel, beautiful hotel. Venetian, Las Vegas. Okay, let me see. We got any little shorts? Yeah. Okay. Shorts.
This is 60 seconds of Venetian and all the important.
Okay, so this is the Venetian Hotel. So the people who own this hotel are the same people who just bought the Dallas Mavericks. And one of the big talking points they were saying was, we're going to come by the Mavericks, and then we're going to bring a casino to Texas, which they're trying to get casinos in Texas because they messed up so much of Las Vegas where they're not making the same money they were making. There's this guy I follow on TikTok. His name is Paulie C. And he always talks about how they're upside down, how they have to pay $1 million a day in interest. And the Fountain Blue has to pay $25,000 a day in utilities, which might not be that bad for that. However, the $1 million a day in interest for Caesar's Palace is horrible. How do you take out like a $44 billion loan on a hotel that you already own? Like, you already got the money. What are you doing? So, and with gambling becoming legal across the country, there's no reason to go to Vegas. So that's hurting them right there. Like, why am I going to get on the plane to go watch March Madness in Las Vegas and everything is high and the hotel rooms are $1,500 for 4 days when I could just stay home, stay in my apartment? It's $1,500 for the apartment a month, and I can just go gamble here if that's what I choose to do. But I'm telling you right now, stay away from gambling. It's not good. I think there's only one person I ever heard is winning. His name is Billy Walters, and he says he is. When I'm with UNLV, they said it was the biggest sports bet in the world, and they came down and talked to us. They said, "I'm 54%. That 4% just makes a big difference, but I'm 54%. Win loss, 54%. No parlays, no other stuff, 54%. And if anybody tells you they're like 60, 80, 90%, they're lying. I walk in, the lines move. Like, I see this one dude, he's a black dude, he's on TikTok somewhere, and he bet $1 million to win like 1.7 million. So like, you're not like, even when you got odds in your favor, like, okay, this team is going to win. I'm going to bet this team to win. You got to bet $1 million to win 700,000. And if you lose the whole $1 million. which any day, anything can happen. That's absurd. You have to be on the greatest luck win ever. You remember that movie Casino where I think his name Jerry Rosenthal, and they talk about how he do all the picks and he was making the mobsters money left and right. They said Kansas City, but it was really about the Chicago outfit. Um, when he got to Vegas, he didn't gamble. He ran the casino. So you want to be on the side of making money. You know, you making money guarantee. You're not risking money. Neglect your risk. Protect yourself at all times from personal experience. I'm gonna let you know right now, personal experience. You don't want to be out here gambling. It's wild. It's nothing good comes from it. And you see, I'm on here TikTok trying to get some viewers. See what's going on. Like right now, let's see what we got right now. Live chat, live performance. What's my live performance? Live chat, live. Last I looked, I think I had like four people. Okay. Mission 35% over 40%. Oh, I don't know what that means. Okay. Over 10 minutes, 35%. I've gone live for 16 minutes. New unique followers, 1%. Yeah, okay. You guys, yeah. It's cool. See rules. But this is what's going on with stuff. So they're spending so much money gambling and all this other stuff. And it's insane. It didn't they handicap you. Like let's say if you pick one, okay, I want to bet money that this guy's gonna do this. I want to bet money that this team is gonna win. No. You gotta put two or three teams together. What? So I gotta put two teams together for me to double my money. Then I gotta put three teams together for me to make like five times like I put $1 down, I win $5. And if one person wins, loses, I lose everything. Like what is going on? It's crazy what they're doing right here. And what's the guy? Porter. I know his last name is Porter. Porter NBA scandal. So here we go right here. Porter NBA scandal. Okay, so how the NBA caught its players in a betting scandal. Oh, well let's check this out. Let's see what this is. Okay, bad. Click that.
Okay, if there's one AI site.
And I'm gonna pause it and talk to you second to second about what's going on. I'm really trying to figure out how I can get the video game, my baseball game, to you guys. Like every time I get the screen to capture, the remote control dies. Crazy. It's weird.
January 27th, DraftKings sent an email to their customers saying the biggest winner last night was Jonte Porter unders. Now, most people don't even know who that is, but somebody did.
See, Jonte Porter is his brother plays for Denver Nuggets. Michael Porter, that's his name, and Michael Porter is a big deal in the NBA. His brother, not so much, but you were in the NBA. You were in the association. So let's see what happens.
And made bank. One bettor made a 6-play parlay on Jonte unders for $80,000 and won $1.1 million.
Okay, see, now that's what I'm talking about right there. He bet 80,000 to win 1.20. But did you hear what they said at first? It was a 16 parlay. So that absolutely means somebody else had to be involved. Or like, yo, you're not gonna put it just one dude. Okay, you get 5 right, but you just happen to know this one guy's gonna make it. Like, no, that makes no sense. You have to have more people involved. Let's see if I can see the numbers. Okay. He got 6 picks. So, I mean, like that's insane to think it's only one person doing it. absolutely insane.
Parlay on Jonte unders for $80,000 and won $1.1 million. Normal.
And they keep asking you guys to do this. They're cheating. Everybody's cheating. They're cheating the public. Now, I think the WNBA doing good. I got a friend, he does good at WNBA. You know, them girls making $30,000 a year. They try to get to that second contract. So I think that 30,000 a year might be okay. I can't believe I don't have nobody coming in. That is crazy to me. That is crazy.
Only the cap is like a $1,000 to $2,000 bet on props, so this looked off. Then, sure enough, March 20th, Jonte Porter unders won millions again. Something's going on. Sportsbooks alerted the NBA to suspicious betting activity, and Porter is now being investigated. When you watch the film, nothing.
Now, if they would have won, they would have never said nothing. But since we lost, hey, I'm cheating you, but you're not cheating me. Hey.
Stands out too much, a fringe player setting screens and stuff. Some people say he tried to miss this banked three. Look at that guilty face when it goes in. But what about this? Tom Haverstraw pointed this out. Porter's number 34 in gold. At the end of the quarter, in position to get a rebound, but his man pulls away. Yes, he is safe. But then the ball bounces right to him. Instead of grabbing the board, though, what was that?
Well, on that one, I can't say it looks like it bounced right to him, but it was a timeout, so they probably gave him rebound.
He taps it to his teammate at the end of the quarter. Have you ever seen that before? Now that was the third rebound of the game, and it's only the first quarter. The total's 4.5. So you can see Jonte go immediately to the coaches in the background and start pointing to his eye. So he left the game having.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. So straight point shaper, you know, that's what they do. Straight point shaper. So yeah, so he's like, "Oh, take me out the game. Take me out the game." Like I said, this is point shaving. This is everybody's cheat. Like upstairs cheat, they're not paying me. Downstairs not paying. Now you see my boy Russ Westbrook. He the only one to try every game. The only one.
Re-aggravated an eye injury. Nowhere in the minutes he played did he get hit in the eye. He wasn't even on the injury report before the game. But maybe he got that board and was like, three in the first quarter, I am out. A sports.
Yeah, 3 over under 4.5. You get rebounds by accident. Hey, boy, I got $1 million on the line. Take me out the game, coach. Out the game, boy. What's wrong with you? That's what they do.
Sportsbook employee told ESPN people were trying to do whatever they could to bet Jonte Porter props against the Clippers. And then just a few days ago, the same thing. We had a bunch of.
Now, how do they find out about all this information? That's just what I want to know. How all these people know, and then the team don't know. Like how that's what I want to know.
People trying to bet the under for more. So it looks like Jonte told people to bet his unders because that's what he could control. Maybe an organized crime person approached him to pay a flat fee to hit the under. Then that mob guy sent runners all over the country to different books to place bets.
Damn, I never thought about that. That is possible. It might not be like a mob guy, but it might be like one guy like, yo, I give you 50,000 if you don't hit this number. Dang, that's crazy. I never even thought about that. Dang, chat. See, I've been wanting to say that. Yo, what up, chat? How y'all doing, chat? Let me look at my numbers right now. It's probably the same. Ain't shit popped off. You know what I'm saying? Ain't shit happened. Viewers. Still got 4 total views. Your boy been talking to himself for a hot 25 minutes. Details. Okay. Okay, I'm at 38%. You going live for 25 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So they might put me in the algorithm next time. Come on, TikTok. Put me in the algorithm. Holla at your boy.
It's really suspicious.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I already hit the goal, but yeah, let's finish this. Let's finish this. We're 2 minutes into this video, even though like 8 minutes. We're 2 minutes in, so let's just see what's popping.
If one person makes a huge bet, but spread out, less red flags.
I had this guy, like I told you with the UNLV, had this guy, Brent Tober, comedian. We did comedy back in the day together. And he said he was a runner. He said, I think it was for Billy Walters, but he said this one guy had a lot of money. He would bet tons of money. You know, he'd probably bet like $1 million a week, 500,000 a week. And he would just send him all over the city. He'll have a backpack and then have like 300,000 in the backpack. Okay, I gotta go over here and bet 10,000. I gotta go to this casino and bet 15,000. I gotta go to this casino and bet 25,000. Come back over here because it's so many casinos. You just bam, 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 just line them up. Just like you walk in and just be walking. If you try to bet every casino, if you bet like 5,000 every casino, start at MGM. That's basically at the beginning. You got the Luxor, MGM, Excalibur, all right there. And if you walk down Las Vegas Boulevard, MGM, what's next? I don't know, Paris, Venetian, all the way down. You get to downtown, you turn back around. Nigga, that shit might take you 5, 6 hours, 6, 7 hours. You just probably longer than that. You just walking all day with money. Then you gotta go back the next day and collect. It's just all over the place.
But after getting away with it, they did it again. So stupid. Jonte Porter is a.
If you get away with anything one time, you're gonna do it again. If you get away with anything one time, chat, do you hear me? You're gonna do it again. Believe that. Believe that. I got a little older. Believe that. If you get away with it, ooh. Now there is some chat. There is some time where you be like, nigga, I can't. What the fuck was that? I can't do this no more. That was good. But that's your morals kicking in. But some people, I said they ain't got morals, but some people like, yo, they want to do it. And they got away with it. They gonna do it again.
A random player, but that's why he would do this. Porter's on a 2-way contract in Toronto, which means G League and the NBA. He makes $415K per year, which is a ton of money, but not among his peers.
Okay, now you hear what he said? He making $415,000. He making good money, but not among his peers. Like it's probably a nigga on this team making $23 million a year, putting up in the Rolls Royce with the chains, and also you gotta look like you got your girl around like, oh, I mean, you was cool and all to the niggas in the club, but I want him. Now it's in your mind. I gotta figure out how the way to get dirty money. They gotta figure out a way how to get dirty money. You see what I'm saying, chat? Dirty money. That's what they gotta do.
He is surrounded by millionaires, including his brother, Michael Porter Jr., who signed a $179 million contract.
Come on. Now, what you gonna say at the family dinner? Like, both my daddy be like, Daddy proud of both my sons that made it. That nigga ain't proud of me, fool. That nigga hate it. He got 179 million. He got 179. I can't believe he got 179 million. I can't believe he got 179 million. He got 179 million. You got 30. He got Hey, worry about what you can control. Don't be looking at other people's stuff. Other people probably $415,000. You can do a lot of good things with that. There's a guy, I forgot his name. He played basketball back in the 70s or whatever, 70s, 80s. One of the richest guys, off the court, to come through the NBA. Even though he played, he got like a bunch of Popeyes, restaurants and car dealerships and stuff like that. He made his money work for him. Now there's some guys that make, Al Nasser. He just his friend sent him over with a trust. He just got the trust money when he turned 50, but he went broke. I don't know if he's back with his wife. He might be back with his wife, but I know they separated for a while. Maybe they something like that, but they did leave. But he was with his wife for a long time. But I think they back there. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure.
I am not saying this is right. This is why the mob.
Oh, the point is, the guys that make a lot of they be going broke. So you got to make your money work for you. And that's what I'm learning. Forget all the quick money. Fuck that shit. Go do your work every day. You do your work every day, things gonna pop off. Things are gonna be great. You hang with the people who doing what you want to do, things are gonna be great. Things are gonna pop off. You hang with people who are doing what you don't want to do, not gonna be good. Things are not gonna pop off at all. So do what you're supposed to do every day. You know what you're supposed to do every day. That's a double entendre. I'm talking to you and I'm talking to me. But do what you're supposed to do every day, and you know what's gonna happen. Good things. It's gonna take off. So bam, that.
Mafia might have targeted him. So what happens next? Well, in the new CBA, the rule says any player who directly or indirectly wagers money or anything of value on any game shall be subject to a penalty. The penalty for such offense shall be within the absolute and sole discretion of the commissioner, may include a fine, suspension, expulsion, and or perpetual disqualification. So it's up to Commissioner Adam Silver.
So it's up to Adam Silver. Now, I don't think they mean like, yo, whoever wins this game owes the other guy dinner or nothing like that. But, you guys make enough money. Don't do it.
And honestly, he is lucky it is Jonte Porter. He could throw the book at this dude, suspend him for life to skip.
He did throw the book at him. He did suspend him for life. And this guy's not the only one. You just saw the guy bet $80,000 on a 6-pick. There's other people out there.
Scare other players. But this might not be the last time. And if he suspends Jonte for life, what happens if it's a top 100 player next time? You gonna kick him out too? According to The Ringer, the top 100 ends with Terry Rozier, Chris Paul, Isaiah Hartenstein, Walker Kessler, and Brandon Miller. Now, some casual fans don't know them outside of CP3, but it would be a huge deal if any of these guys got banned for life.
Over 8,000 men have permanently broken.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be some other people. Oh, and we're seeing that right now. That's why we're talking about this.
Jonte is such a fringe player. Silver could probably suspend him for 2 years, and it's basically a lifetime ban. But this kind of thing was bound to eventually happen. Silver was the first.
You get suspended for 2 years for essentially point shape and not giving it y'all. You're not getting back in the league, period.
Commissioner to come out for legalized gambling in 2014. One of my most important responsibilities as commissioner of the NBA is to protect the integrity of professional basketball.
Now, if you ever watch or documentaries or know about the mob or anything like that, you deal, you die. Which means, I don't care how much money's in it, do not sell drugs. They used to have the same thing with gambling, with commissioners in the league. There is absolutely no gambling because it interrupts the integrity of the sport, period. There's enough money without the gambling aspect. That's the reason there was no sports teams in Vegas for so long. Now, they're going caution to the wind, and all these things are coming out. All these things are coming out. They're going to kill their product, point blank, period. Because they say, hey, gamble with us, bet. I put like a $5 one time, maybe $10 on Anthony Davis. Like I think he might have been on the one in the head or something. I'm not 100% sure, but he had points, rebounds, and assists. He literally had the whole fourth quarter, which he played, and like 3 or 4 minutes of the third quarter. He didn't get one. You didn't get one, not one rebound, assist, or not in, or a rebound. Boy, I stopped at me. I said, these niggas cheating. These niggas lying. But this nigga is point shaving.
And preserve public confidence in the league and our sport. I believe that sports betting should be brought out of the underground and into the sunlight where it can be appropriately monitored and regulated, which is exactly what happened. But I guarantee people will say this is proof the NBA is rigged.
Yeah, people will say that. I'm saying that. People will say that.
This kind of thing probably happened in the past, but we never found out about it because gambling was illegal. Now we've got companies like DraftKings who can call up the NBA and say, hey, we noticed something weird. Back in the day, an illegal bookie ain't doing that. So because it's legal, Jonte Porter may have gotten caught here, but at the same time, it erodes confidence in the NBA. Obviously, Underdog is the sponsor of this channel, but I'm trying to tell this.
Now that's funny. Now that's funny right there. That's funny. Like, yo, but I'm letting y'all know. This some whole shit, but you know, y'all put money in my pocket. Wait a minute, what happened to my thing?
Story and report on it as unbiased as possible. But legal gambling is why Jonte Porter got caught. What's crazier is what happened in baseball. Now, you might have heard this story, but most people don't know what actually happened. Shohei Ohtani is like the Victor Wembanyama of baseball. A new player from overseas can do things we haven't seen before. But this week, the FBI says he sent an illegal bookie $1 million. So Shohei's rep said it was actually his interpreter betting on sports, and Ohtani was covering his friend's losses. The interpreter then gets interviewed and says, yeah, Ohtani didn't trust me, so he logged onto his account and transferred the money himself. No problem. Except you can't send $1 million to an illegal bookie. That's a crime. Ohtani could get fined, suspended, go to jail, get deported. So his reps changed their original story and said, wait, actually the interpreter stole the money and Shohei didn't even know. How obvious can it be that this man is the fall guy for his famous friend? An interpreter makes, I don't know, let's just say like 6 figures a year. Reports say this dude was $4.5 million in debt. What bookie?
Now they do say the Asian community has a big gambling problem. They gamble a lot in. I had a friend. I ain't seen him since college, but he was at the Venetian, left and helped open up the Venetian Macau.
Would allow that guy to get that big in debt unless he knew who was actually paying the bill. So baseball is investigating, but nobody thinks that they're going to suspend their biggest star. Baseball actually looks really hypocritical here. At least the NBA can get out of this.
But if I'm the commissioner, I'm saying, hey, don't lie to me. What happened? Period.
One looking somewhat clean. But will that kind of thing happen in the NBA? Well, gambling has been legal in Europe for a long time. Their biggest scandal was back in 2009. Around 200 people, including 32 players, were involved in rigging about 200 games across.
Now, that's probably going to happen here in the States. You got to rig it. You got to rig it.
9 countries. But here's the catch. The most high-profile rigged game was played in Turkey. The rest of the matches were teams no one's ever heard of. People thought it might be in the Premier League or maybe La Liga, even in France. But no, it's just not worth it for super rich players to get involved. So criminals target refs and fringe players like Jonte Porter who don't make that much money. And the average salary in the NBA is 10 million bucks, the highest average in American pro sports. I'm not saying it's impossible, obviously not, but I would first look at,
Well, there's gonna be a superstar that did it or got caught up, or a friend got caught up, but like I don't really want to cover your bet, but I want to get you out of trouble. But you owe 800,000. But if I miss 2 free throws, I can take care of that for you. There's gonna be something like that.
college sports where this has happened before, or even low-level NFL players
I'm trying to wait till
before the NBA. So hopefully the NBA puts a limit on fringe players like this and keeps a close eye on their referees, because otherwise,
Oh, remember the referee Tim Donahue? He did it.
another
He said you bet on the ref. You don't bet on the actual game of play. You bet on the ref. Yeah. Now that's a foul. Go back the other way. That keeps it under. That keeps it under the over/under, stuff like that.
scandal is coming. But one thing the NBA would never admit is changing their rules mid-season. But there is definite evidence they did just that and lied to their fans about it. So I broke down the entire thing and what they're actually covering up.
Okay, so that's gonna be my time. I'm gonna log off this chat. If you happen to see this some kind of way, thank you, appreciate it. It's been real, it's been fun. I just gotta do it every day and see what happens. You guys take care. Bye.